Welcome to the the Tuddy Buddy NFL show where we talk about betting.
Yeah, this is the betting show. It's week 3, baby.
We're talking about week 3, except for hey, listen.
We're moving on. It's week 3, buddy.
Yeah, Jets Patriots already happened, so we're not talking about that. I thought you were going to
say how bad we did last week.
Yeah, I was trying to put it off because I just didn't. First of all, Andrew is the other guy. I'm Nikolai.
Yeah. We're Tuddy Buddies.
We're Tuddy Buddies.
Been friends for years.
You might have listened last week when we gave our predictions for week 2. We came in pretty strong. We said a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
I felt that there were a lot of games that were just locks, where I was like, I 100% know how this is going to end.
Yeah. It was a weird week, buddy.
We were wrong a lot.
So I have started the week off strong.
Yeah.
I texted you yesterday and I said something to the effect of Jets are going to expose the Patriots' lack of being a good team.
Yeah. And I said, no.
Yeah, you picked the Patriots 12-10.
I said it's going to be low scoring. Patriots defense is going to shut down the Jets offense, expose them, and then that's going to be it. They're going to win outright. And I was about as wrong. You were exactly right. I was exactly wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like, they did better than I even thought they were going to do. And
the Jets looked like a legitimate team.
Yeah, and I do think, though, the Patriots are really bad, and the Jets aren't as good as that.
I think that's fair. I think that's definitely fair. But yeah, listen, what do you do when you fall off the horse?
You get back on. What would C.J. Stroud do? He'd get back on.
He'd get back on the horse, and so that's what we're here to do this week. We're going to go right through the lines, the overs and unders.
Yep.
We're just going to talk through what we think is going to happen.
Yeah.
And maybe we don't keep as close of track this week.
No, I think what I want to do, Nikolai, I want to keep track of the games and just say win or lose.
Yeah, and I think that takes the pressure off a little bit. It just makes us feel a little happier.
I have an idea, so it's just in the background.
Yeah.
I'm working on something.
Okay, great. Should we just jump right in?
Yeah.
Okay, first game. We got Denver Broncos versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you got the Bucs -6. And the over-under is 41 points.
I'm trying to think the over-under.
Yeah.
Bucs are going to win, and they're going to win by a touchdown.
I think that's true. So we're both on that side of things.
But
41 points. Let's see.
I'm going to take the under.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, we know, so first things first, the Broncos have not, or I guess I should say, their rookie quarterback, Bo Nix, has not thrown a touchdown yet this year.
I don't think any of the rookies have thrown a touchdown yet.
They have not. And so if you're looking at over-unders, if you're saying over 41 points, that means that you think that the Buccaneers are going to score maybe 30 or more.
Right. So I'm saying under.
And I just don't think they're going to need to, is the thing. Like, I think they'll get even a 2-score lead and then just run. So I think I would go under as well.
So we're going to say the Bucs. What I did, this is kind of a little back story.
Okay, a little backstory. Here comes.
So in the preseason, I made this spreadsheet with the whole schedule.
Yeah, you did.
And I kind of chose who I thought was going to win and lose. I copied and pasted on that same one, and we share it.
Great, we do share it.
And so what I'm going to do is the second one down is going to be the Tuddy Buddy picks.
Beautiful.
And we'll throughout the year change it. And we're not going to do under, over.
No, listen, we're not just going winners, losers.
We have enough cuteness in our life. We're going to do.
We're cute.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah, we're cute enough.
Yeah. So we're just going to do it like that. Is that cool?
I like that a lot.
So Buccaneers win.
Yeah, we both said Bucs win, and honestly, we would take a -6, and we would go under 41 points if we were betting. Mm-hmm. We're not, but you might, and I want you to if you want to.
And that's okay.
Next game, we got Giants-Browns.
Giants-Browns, that just seems ugly.
It does. It's Browns -6.5 points, and then the over-under's 38 points.
Over under 38. Wow, is that lower than? That's lower than the Bucs,
lower than
right?
the other game.
That makes sense.
The Browns are favored by more.
I'm going to guess under, and the Browns cover that. I think
I definitely think under because I don't think either team's very good at scoring. I think with it being plus or minus 6.5, I think the Giants would be the team to bet on there because they're going to get 6.5 points. Like, I don't see the Browns winning by a touchdown.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're probably right because you're always right, and
No.
I'm wrong mostly.
No way, Jose.
Okay, but I would say the winner of the game's the Browns.
Yep.
Okay, so we
That was
agree
my
on that.
preseason pick, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Just FYI for the fans, listeners.
That's just for you fans. Okay, this is who the Eagles are playing. You were asking me who the Eagles are playing this week.
Yeah, on that last podcast, I asked that question.
Eagles Saints.
Oh, wow. See? So my preseason pick was like win for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still going to say win.
This is,
What's
you're going to
our
say
line?
Eagles win?
What's our line?
It's Saints -3. The Saints are favored.
Oh, wow.
And then the over-under is 49.5 points. They think this
A lot
one's
of
going to
scoring.
be a lot of scoring.
Yeah, you know what? Eagles are going to win. That's my pick. How are we going to... if we were...
I have no idea.
How am I going to keep this data?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Eagles are going to win. The Saints are coming back to earth.
Oh, gosh. It's just so hard to bet against them right now because they look great.
I mean, if you want... I have a way to do this.
I think it's Eagles. I think it's Eagles, and I do think it's an over, though. Over 49.5 points.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, the Saints have been scoring 30 in the first half of games.
Not this week.
Wow. Wow. I admire your pizzazz, your spunk.
Well, it's my Riz.
Yeah, you got a ton of Riz.
Yeah.
Riz coming out of your ears over here.
Vibe check. Who do we got next?
We got Chargers Steelers.
Okay.
Okay, so this one, Steelers are favored, -3.
Really?
Yep. And the over-under is 34.5 points. So it's low.
I'm going to say under.
I think under as well. I think this one's going to be decided by a field goal.
I think it's going to be like a weird score, like
Yep.
16-18 or something like that. I think the Chargers win, though.
I do also. I would
Okay,
I
good.
would go Chargers, and then you give me +3. I would definitely take that.
Yeah.
And then I would go under 34.5.
Yeah, I think Mike Tomlin's luck runs out this week.
Yeah.
That's the headline.
Also, though, I do want to say for the over-under, you said you think it's going to be like a 16-18. That puts it exactly 34 points, which is really close to that line.
Still under, maybe.
Yeah, still under.
Yeah.
So, okay, but that is a little scary. But yeah, I definitely think low scoring. I mean, it's going to be just like...
This one could very easily go over, but I think it's going to be such a weird game that's why I'm saying under.
Yeah, I give you that.
Two maybe the best defenses right now.
Yeah, and just two teams that'll just kind of like pound in, like they're not trying to be flashy. No one's trying to score, like run up the score right away.
No one's trying to score.
Yeah, no one's trying to score points. That's not what's important. All right, next game.
Yep.
Texans Vikings. You got Texans -1.5. Over under is 46.
Man, that's a tough one.
I mean, I got to be loyal to my Texans. So I'm going to take them, and especially with it being -1.5, that's so close. That,
Where's it being played?
I would assume, I think normally it's being played at the second team's place, so it would be at Vikings. I still think the Texans go in and they can do it. Especially -1.5. I don't think that's a ton. I do think it's going to be over 46 points.
I'm kind of speechless right now. I'm just thinking this through.
I know. You look frazzled.
I'm gonna have to say Vikings win.
Wow.
So
outright? I mean, it's 1.5 points, so probably.
Yeah.
It would have to be a 1 point game otherwise. And then do you think over or under 46 points?
Under.
Okay.
Let me.
I like that we have just kind of opposite games for that.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a weird defensive battle.
Defense.
Okay. I'm making some notes to just make sure I know what's going on.
Of course.
For the record, if you're looking at the spreadsheet, in the that really threw me off.
Yeah, sorry, I cleared my throat. I did mute my mic, but I'm sure yours picked it up.
I put parentheses. I put A:W or A:'L just to make sure we keep each other honest.
Yeah, that's great. Next game?
1 second.
Yeah, okay.
What I just said goes against my preseason pick.
Wow. The Vikings have really turned around in your mind.
Yeah.
Like, they're a lot better than you thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, they are. So I
far.
get that. Next game is Packers-Titans.
Oof.
And so here we go. This is kind of wild. Keep in mind, the Packers are starting Malik Willis at backup.
Maybe.
Probably. But you're right. It's not 100%. Titans are favored. Titans -3.
Nah.
Over-under's 38.5 points.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, I would take Packers all day.
You know what's funny is my preseason pick, that was an upset. I was going to have the Titans win.
I would go Packers. I think it's time the league Vegas needs to put some respect on Matt LaFleur's name.
Yeah.
The over-under is kind of hard, though. 38.5. I think it might be under.
It might be over because the Packers might blow them out.
It's possible. It's very possible that they do.
I'll say over just to keep it interesting.
Keep it spicy?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel? Did you get to watch Malik Willis play at all in this game that they won this last week?
Did you, I saw the guy throw up on the football, and then Malik's like,
I'm not going to touch that. I have never even imagined something like that happening where the line, like a center throws up the ball and then is like, okay, I guess I'll snap it now. Like, no, dude, I don't want to touch that. It's disgusting.
You think that they like throw a flag or like it just seems?
Yeah, and the ref went over and was like, "What do you want me to do?" And it's like, "I want you to change out the ball. What do you think?" Like, even if you're not grossed out by it, the ball's all slippery and wet now. Like, it's not.
I think that's why he held it and just ran.
Yeah, it's just wild. That whole situation's so weird.
I feel like Jordan Love's coming back this week.
You think?
Yeah. He was practicing.
You're basically saying like MCL, SMCL.
Yeah.
Great. Who needs them?
Not Jordan Love.
Not Jordan. Yeah. Hey, all you need is love.
Jordan Love.
Yeah. Next game. We got two powerhouses. Bears, Colts. Colts favored -1. Over under 43.5. Now, it's really interesting to me because it just feels like Vegas is like, I don't know what to do with these guys.
I have the Bears losing to the Colts in my preseason pick.
Yeah.
I think I want to flip that. I think I want the Bears to win.
Now, is that because you think that the Bears are good or the Colts are bad, or you think that maybe like at some point the Bears have to win?
I think C.J. Stroud put some confidence in Caleb Williams. Yeah. I mean, who do you want? Or who are you picking?
It's so hard. I
kind of want to be aligned with this one so I don't have to change it.
Yeah. I'm going to go Bears also.
Bears are winning it, right?
I think Bears +1. What do you think about the over-under? It's 43.5.
I'll say under.
I think so, too. I just don't see it being very high scoring. Like, it's been tough for both of these teams' offenses. Like, you can love Anthony Richardson as the Colts quarterback as much as you want. He shows a lot of potential, but they're not winning very much.
He's like a good fancy quarterback, not a good real life quarterback.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I think the Colts will be better though than what they've been the first 3 games.
I do too. I think they'll get there, but it's just been kind of slow going. And the Bears, I think they got to win one somewhere here. I think.
Yeah. What, they're 1-1?
Yeah, and that first one was just...
It should be 0-2.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, they're going to win this week, though.
Yeah, I think so. All right, next game?
Yeah.
We got Panthers at Raiders. Raiders -6, so they're heavily favored. Over-under's 40 points.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Raiders got to win this.
I think so. I think they win by more than a touchdown, so that's fine with the -6.
I won't be surprised, though.
Mm-hmm.
What's the over-under?
40.
I won't be surprised if the Panthers win. I mean, the
Raiders
win by a field goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think Andy Dalton's going to kind of I think just that move, the locker room's probably all pumped up and they're all ready to go out there and play.
That's a good point. I don't ever think about that because I do think it is crazy how much like a emotional boost makes guys play a lot better.
Yeah, it's interesting, huh?
Oh man, I still think I would take Raiders -6.
Yeah, I mean it's probably.
I think they'll win by a touchdown.
It's funny because the Raiders aren't good either.
I know,
but they have a really good defense.
Their defense is good, and that's why I think like, okay, you bring in Dalton, that's really cool, but I think their defense is pretty good, and so I don't think you're going to see the big boost that Dalton gives very much.
Yeah. The Panthers might only score 6 points.
Yeah, and that's why the over/under is hard for me because I want to say over because I feel like the Raiders are going to have a pretty good day. Because the thing about Minshew at quarterback is that like he's not great, but he knows he's good enough to just know like just throw it to the guys who are good on the field.
Yeah.
So like just keep throwing it to Devontae Adams.
And he's fairly efficient.
Yeah. So I'm going to go under 40, but I do think the Raiders win and win by a touchdown.
Yeah, so I'm with you under, but I don't think they win by a touchdown.
Yeah. I like that.
Are we at the Chargers now?
Not quite.
Okay.
I don't have them yet. I have Dolphins Seahawks next.
That's interesting. What's that?
Yeah, so it's Seahawks -4.5. They're heavily favored. Or not heavily, I don't know, medium favored.
That's pretty heavy.
Over-under's 42 points.
Dolphins are losing.
Yes, I think the Seahawks will absolutely win that and cover the 4.5 points.
Yeah.
And I think if that's the case, I think it's going to be under 42 points. Because I think the Seahawks defense holds the Dolphins, which is going to be the team that has potential to score more. Mm-hmm. And then the Seahawks will get whatever they need to win.
It might be like 21 to 12 or 14 or something like that.
Yep. Full agreement on that one?
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, this is kind of your sad game of the week.
Uh-oh.
49ers Rams.
Yeah.
No one's really playing in it. 49ers are favored, -6.5. Over-under seems so high to me.
48?
It's 43.
I guess
48's even higher.
Different, yeah.
But just with all the people that aren't playing, I'm like, I don't think these teams are going to make it to 43.
I think they will.
You do?
Yeah.
So you're going to go over?
It's just they bring the best out of each other, right?
That's true. I do know. I mean, Shanahan and McVay love playing each other.
Yep. So I have the 49ers winning.
Do you think you would have them winning by a touchdown?
It might be closer. It'd be hard for me to take that to the bank.
Okay, I'm going to say 49ers do win by a touchdown.
Okay. That's fine with me.
And I go over with you, but I think either way, 49ers win.
Yeah. And for my data keeping right now, all I'm concerned about is wins and losses.
I know.
But this is for the fans.
Doing it for the fans.
Yeah.
Hey, doing it for our Tuddy Buddies out there in the world.
Yes, wherever you might be.
Tuddy Buddy Russia, Tuddy Buddy Mongolia, Tuddy Buddy
Sweden,
yeah.
Tuddy Buddy USA.
Exactly. Tuddy Buddy San Diego, California.
Tuddy Buddies in San Diego, California.
Yeah.
Welcome.
All right. Next game. Lions Cardinals.
I have Cardinals losing to the Lions. What's our spread at?
I have that too. Sorry, I panicked because you asked about the Chargers. We already did the Chargers. The Chargers Steelers already. I was like, where are they at? Okay, anyway.
Pardon me.
Lions Cardinals. Lions are favored -3.
They are going to win by more.
This is pretty wild. Over under 51.5.
They're going to score like freaking 34 points and the Cardinals will score 28.
So you're going Lions win more than a field goal.
Yep,
and over.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is when the Detroit Lions show up and they show why Jared Goff is Jared Goff.
I hope so, man, because Jared's looked a little kind of medium so
Jared's
far.
Looked like the guy that Sean McVay traded.
Yeah, and you know who we need to get activated in this game?
The guy...
Amon-Ra.
Yeah. Well, he had like
Ra.
a bunch of yards last week.
I know, but I want him to get some tutties.
Yeah, I want him to join the Tuddy Buddy Nation.
Yeah. I want him to be the change he wants to see in the world.
That reminds me of Gandhi.
Yeah. And it might be kind of like Gandhi.
Yeah, you kind of are like Gandhi.
Put a jersey on Gandhi. Let's see how he plays.
What jersey would Gandhi wear?
He could be a Lion.
Yeah, he would be.
All right. Well, that game's taken care of. Okay. Last
Chiefs.
We were talking about maybe the Eagles playing the Cowboys. I was wrong about that. But
the Cowboys are playing the Falcons.
Ravens. Another bird, though.
Yeah. A blackbird, too.
This one, it's Ravens -1, which is slightly favored, and over-under is 47.5 points.
All right. Ravens are winning this week.
I think they have to.
They're winning by more than that line. Was it 1.5?
It's just one.
One, yeah. I mean, they're winning outright.
Yeah. I like that. I like winning by more than one. My big question is, do you think the over... I think I go under 47.5 points. Just the way they've looked, they haven't put it together yet.
But the Cowboys, I think the Cowboys are overrated defensively.
Really?
And I think this might be the week where Derrick Henry scores 2 touchdowns. Lamar has 2 touchdowns, so we're talking 7, 14, 21, 28.
Wow. And then the Cowboys just trying to keep up, score 20.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there you are. You're at your over.
That's my script.
I'm still going under, but I'm going to say Ravens win.
What? Wait, yeah, okay.
Ravens win, and yeah, and that's
okay. Ravens win.
Ravens win. Period.
Ravens win.
Ravens win. Ravens win.
Yes, please let the Ravens win.
I will say this is kind of a confession time thing because we had a moment beginning of our show. If you were a longtime listener,
yeah,
maybe at some point you heard me say John Harbaugh
is a glorified special teams coach.
And then I changed my tune. I watched him. I went, wow, this guy can really put it together. I will say I feel the old me creeping back in.
Prove him wrong,
and also
John.
Going, hey, what? Because also your special teams isn't good anymore. So what are you good at? That's just a voice in my head. I'm not saying I believe that.
But
I have this devil on my shoulder over here that's saying, hey, John Harbaugh, maybe show us if you're good at anything. How about that?
Yeah, he's going to show you this week.
Okay, and I hope he does.
Have we gotten to the Jaguars game?
No, that's we got one before that.
Chiefs.
And it is the Chefs Falcons.
Let me look at my records.
Yes.
Here.
Go ahead.
I have my preseason pick is that the Chiefs win, and I think that's probably what happens in real life.
I think so too. It's Chiefs -3. Yeah. And then the over-under is 46.5 points. I think this one goes over, and I think the Chiefs win.
Yeah.
And I think they win by over 3 points.
I think it's going to be a really close game, but
do you?
I think that the Chiefs are going to win by more than that, but it's going to feel like it's a really close game.
Okay. I see that. I just think from watching the Falcons, because I have gotten to watch them a couple times now.
Yeah.
It looks like they have a really hard time like putting offense together.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can do it, and maybe they have a drive here and there. Well, I have like a weird hiccup.
Did you lost
like I'm feeling very emotional over this. They have a hard time putting their offense together in a consistent way. So
agreed.
It's like one drive's great, and then the next 3 aren't. And
but
so
check this out, buddy.
Yeah,
new coach, new offensive coordinator, new quarterback. No preseason. This is the preseason. We were basically talking about week 1 next week.
That's fair, but I don't care.
I don't care.
Kind of a rhyme.
Care.
Kind of a rhyme. I'm kind of a poet.
Yeah,
doing a rapper thing. All right, we're
Edgar
talking
Allan Poe.
Yeah, great.
Jaguars,
Bills.
And Bills are going to tear them apart.
Okay, this one's Bills -5.
Bills are tearing them apart.
More than -5?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then over-under's 45.5.
Probably over, man, because the Bills are going to win like 38 to whatever that math would be.
So I agree with you. I mean, I think maybe if I were to say all the things you just said, I would say I was exaggerating a little bit. But I do think the Bills are going to win by a good amount. I don't have any faith in the Jaguars.
No, they're terrible so far.
The Jaguars kind of seem... I used to always joke that the Chargers looked like they were always trying to lose by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And Jaguars look like they're trying to lose by like 7 points.
At least.
Always.
Yeah. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is not worth that money he got, it doesn't seem like.
I agree. I just don't.
We talked about that already.
I don't see it. I think that there's a lot of people that are still like, oh, and I'm not saying it's all his fault for
He's
sure.
very talented, but
Doug Peterson's not doing much. I just don't see it. I don't see it for them.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Do the Jaguars fire Doug Peterson? Let me look at their schedule real quick.
Yeah.
Jaguars. Do the Jaguars fire Doug Peterson if they lose to the Bills, Texans, and Colts coming up?
Yes, or at least they should. I think he's had plenty of time to do something.
Been there a long time, I think.
Nothing's really happened. And it's like, okay, there's no more excuses that you can really make for him. Get Vrabel in there.
Or Bill Belichick.
Yeah. Get me in there. I used to, on Madden, coach the Jaguars every single time.
You built that roster beautifully. You not only coached, but you also built. You were the Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I was.
That.
And let me tell you, I'll tell you right now, just in case the Shad Khan, the owner, is listening and he wants to know what my spiel is.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I'll do right now. We're cleaning house, baby. We're doing full tryouts. I'm bringing in all rookies, all of them.
And Roger Goodell, listen to this, buddy. You're going to clear cap space penalties for us.
You're going to clear the cap space penalties because guess what? People are going to be so excited about this. You're going to let random people do tryouts across the nation. How exciting.
Just like Mark Wahlberg in Invincible.
It's going to be a whole spectacle.
Rudy.
Listen, we're not going to be great the first year.
No,
but
you're going to get a good
We're going to build
pick.
a culture, and we're going to build a program. And within a few years, people are going to be begging to be on the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm. No state income tax down there.
Period.
Right.
Well, okay, so part of the thing that I always did also is move the team. So sorry about that, Jacksonville. But I think the NFL is kind of looking to do that anyway. It seems like they really would love the Jaguars in London because
I would come visit you.
Have them play in London every single time.
Yeah.
So just let us play. We're fine. You know.
So Shad Khan, reach out to Nikolai.
Yeah.
You know how to find him.
Here's a thought. You're my OC.
Well, here's a thought. Job accepted.
Yeah.
Where do I sign?
You don't have to. It's already signed. I signed for you. All right. Last game.
Oh, wow. Which one's that?
It's not super exciting. It's Commanders Bengals. And actually, before we get to that, this is a week that's kind of weird. We have 2 Monday night games.
I don't like it.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
What
are
your feelings on that? At the same time, right?
Like they're kind of staggered. They're like an hour and a half different.
I'm not into that at all.
Yeah, it's just as obnoxious. It's like
Commanders are losing to the Bengals, by the way.
Yeah, okay, let's just get to that game because we both don't like the staggered thing.
Yeah.
So it's Bengals minus 7.5.
Yeah, they got it.
And then over-under's 47. I agree.
It might be under that, I think. I don't think the Commanders scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think the Commanders are going to do much. I think the Bengals are going to maybe have... This is like a get-right game for them, you know?
Last week was almost it.
Yeah, and I think now they're going to feel like their offense can really come together. I heard that T. Higgins might play in this one.
Yeah, they're not sure.
I mean, if you have like your full offense against the Commanders' defense, they're going to feel like gods. I mean, they're going to feel like phenomenal out there.
So the Bengals have Commanders and Panthers next week. I think they're going to get it right. One thing I hope, though, is that they're not like overlooking the Commanders and come out flat.
The thing they need to take these games seriously, which I feel like when you come, you're 0-2 right now. So you better take everyone seriously.
Oh yeah.
But it's also an opportunity, not so much a challenge.
Yeah.
So go out and just play the ball you can play and show people who you are.
So speaking of showing people who you are,
yeah.
I'm a little disappointed in you and me.
Great.
Because we only disagreed on one game.
Yeah, we didn't.
It's kind of cut and dry this week, I think.
I don't want to say that out loud. I said that last week, and I was wrong about almost everything I picked.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. We did disagree on last night's game.
This is how I'm going to get on my soapbox because you know what? I've done enough apologies.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why I wasn't wrong. It's the NFL's that's wrong.
Okay.
And it's this. We've talked about it. We've talked about it already. Preseason is a joke. It's a circus. And then the first...
It's an embarrassment.
Yeah. And then the first 3 or 4 weeks of the NFL season become the real preseason.
Mm-hmm.
So these teams that are actually good look horrible. They look
ergo, the Ravens.
Yeah. Ever heard of them? Or the Bengals, ever heard of them?
Yeah.
There's plenty of teams out there that are good teams that started 0-2. There's plenty of teams that are horrible teams that started 2-0 or
Steelers,
1-1.
maybe.
Yeah.
Bears.
And so it just doesn't. This is all silly time, silly season.
Yeah.
So don't expect me to. It's the teams that aren't playing their best.
I would like an apology from the NFL.
Yeah, apologize to me for making me look silly.
Yeah.
When you're being silly.
Stop with the silliness and just play ball.
And I think once we hit week 5,
that's when
everything's going to fall
meets
into place, baby.
The tray.
Yeah, the gravy's going to be on that tray, baby.
Yeah. I can't wait for Thanksgiving football.
Oh yeah. I just want to see. I want to see everyone playing to their potential again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of being like, well, people are just rusty. They're knocking the rust off still. It's like I've had enough of that. It's we're on week 3. Be good at your job now. Like let's not
fart around anymore.
Yeah, we're done farting around.
Here's a little thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to close out with. You play fantasy football,
Yeah, I do.
correct? You're
Yeah.
in one league?
Yeah, I'm in one league and it's not going well.
Okay, I'm in 2 leagues.
Yeah.
Do we want to say what our records are?
Sure, I don't even care anymore because I hate
I'm
everything.
0-2 in both.
I'm 0-2 in mine.
Yeah. I think it's because of what you just said.
Yeah, I agree, man. There's so much. I feel like we're just watching. We might as well just flip a coin on all these games. Nothing makes any sense right now.
There's not. Yeah. No, it doesn't. I think we saw the first one that made sense last night, the Jets.
Yeah, it's starting to look like real football again.
Yeah.
Also, just a quick thing on that game.
Yeah.
Just let Drake May play a couple snaps.
I mean,
just wanna watch
did you
him.
see him play a little bit at the end?
Did he get in?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess you.
I missed it. I had
He
to,
played the last series.
Okay, I had to leave because I had to go pick up my child from
that
practice.
comes first.
Because I'm a family man. That's what I care about. And so I missed Drake May.
So Drake May drove down the field pretty much, and then the
he
game ran out of time.
Yeah.
When they're in the red zone. So.
Guess what, Pats? Maybe just let them play. Let the boys play.
I think they should, man. Brissett's fine. Like he's.
Yeah, at this point, it seems like their offensive line might be slightly better than the disaster that they thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's at least able. It's whatever. It's not a good offensive line, but it's not disastrous.
Just
let him play.
Looking at Drake May, I don't think if sitting is going to do him any good.
No, they always say things like, I've heard people say this a lot, like, oh, we don't want him to develop bad habits. And it's like, well, then teach him to not develop bad habits.
Yeah, so when you see those bad habits, it's a training opportunity,
Yeah.
a teaching moment.
Because right now he's not developing any habits.
Yeah, he's just
sitting.
Or is he developing bad habits by watching Jacoby Brissett play terribly?
Yeah, I'm...
You tell me that.
Hey, I'm on your... First of all, you need to calm down. I'm on your side. It's getting really confrontational, and I just don't even know if we're Tuddy Buddies right now. But we are.
We are, and I know that.
And hey, just to the Tuddy Buddy fans out there, we're just joshing.
I think we're kind of at our
Yeah.
wit's end.
Both.
I'm at my wit's end.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that said, any closing remarks you want to make on week 3, just the upcoming week here?
That Vikings-Texans game, we're split, so we'll see what happens there.
Anything could happen. All the other games, nothing could happen because we agree.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a fun week. Do you know what games you're going to be watching?
I have no idea, which I rarely do have any idea. And I'm excited about whatever I get to watch.
Yeah, and I want to just double down. This Monday night 2 games thing is stupid.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'll say even further, I want to go further. East Coast isn't happy. West Coast isn't happy.
No.
Nobody's happy with this.
I think they do it because they're like, well, the network goes, well, give us as many games as you can, and if one sucks, people will watch the other one.
Well, here, take this, ESPN, and chew it and spit it out. Do whatever you want with it. Do another Friday night game, please.
Yeah, I want to... And maybe we're outliers in that we would watch any football that's on pretty much if we can.
Yeah.
But you put a game on, I want to watch it. So
Yeah.
if you have two on, I want to try to watch both. I don't have two TVs, and I'm not going to get two TVs.
And here's the other part of this whole equation here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this picture-in-picture thing because it's just you can't watch football when you're watching half screen.
Yeah, I want to, and I don't get me started on Red Zone. I don't want to watch that. I want to watch the game. I don't want to watch these little boys prance around in a colored box. Yeah.
Is it like ESPN 1 and ESPN 2 that are airing these?
I think that might be the case. I think so, yeah. Like Disney. One will be one will be on the other. And I just...
It's terrible, man.
I don't like it.
What are the games again on Monday?
One of them, it to their credit, is pretty bad. It's Bengals Commanders. The other one's Jaguars Bills.
Even that one's going to be kind of...
Yeah, so they're not great games, so I understand why they're like, well, give us two, because they're going to be so one-sided. But also, I want to watch a one-sided game.
It makes me upset.
Yeah. I don't get it. What are they thinking?
They are not taking into account what the fans like.
Yeah. So, hey, Tud Buds, been great talking with you this week. We look forward to it immensely.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
We moved heaven and earth to make this happen.
We sure did. It almost was virtual. It almost didn't happen.
But it did. We're here. We're wrapping up right now. Thank you so much for all of our listeners.
Yeah. National, international.
I love you, buddy.
Love you, Bubba.